Mr. Nick Jonas.
Hello, hello. Yeah, hope they love me. Hope it's not. Oh, we hate that guy.
From the flurry of emails and tweets that we've gotten all week, I can guarantee you that the fans still love you.
Okay, cool.
And
Glad
I think that you were actually the first repeat guest we've had for our live Q&A series. So,
oh wow, I'm honored. Look at that.
yes.
Thank you.
So
Appreciate
welcome
it.
back.
I'm happy to be here.
So as I mentioned, we've had a ton of questions that have come through from your fans, and we're going to get to those in a second. But first, I wanted to make sure that we talked about the new contest that you have going on. So tell us a little bit about the Quaker Chewy Superstar Search.
Yeah, this is a really exciting project that I started with Quaker, basically to find the next superstar within the ages of 8 to 14. We're looking for someone who was or is as passionate about music as I was at that age. To where hopefully I can, kind of mentor this person and guide them with what I've learned in my journey so far. And I'll be producing a song for them as well. And when I spoke with Quaker about what we could do together, the thing is I made writing and producing my main focus for this year. And so it felt like the right fit to find the next superstar and then produce a song for him and really wrap all of our fans together with their fans of their snacks and my fans on the music front to make something great out of this, and we're really excited about it.
Mm-hmm. Now, explain to us how the submission process works and how you eventually go towards finding the Quaker Chewy Superstar.
Yeah, it's a really cool way we're doing it. It's all online submissions. So basically, you record a video. We've provided a list of songs for you to choose from. And that's one of the most important pieces. I think that just finding the song that fits the person's voice is going to be really crucial, and making sure that it's a song that they can make their own as well. A lot of people have been asking, what kind of artist are you looking for? And the truth is, we're just looking for a real artist, whatever that means, whatever genre, whatever style. As long as when they sing and when they are in this video, we can see that they've got what it takes to really step out and shine.
So you're looking for that X factor, as it is, just something genuine.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we're looking for someone who's passionate about music and who really can't contain it. The thing about music is that it's got to come from the heart, and I think that finding a young person who is passionate about music and wants to make this a career is an exciting thing because there's a world of opportunity for young people in music.
The prizes that you have for the contest are pretty great too. As you mentioned, you'll be producing a single for this person. You're also going to hook them up with a management group, and there's $5,000. So there's quite a bit at stake for the winner.
There is. I was like, man, I wish I had that when I started. That'd be great. My journey was a lot different, and I think that over the years I've been really blessed to have enough experience to be able to share what I've learned with whoever wins this competition, because I don't want to look at it as a judge. It's not what I see myself being in this, but more so just a mentor for this person and hopefully be able to guide them and direct them in a really productive way.
Mm-hmm. I was looking at the website, and you have a couple of videos on there where you're using some of the knowledge that you've gained over the years to sort of give some tips and advice for the people who are going to enter. One of the things that you talked about was choosing the right song, and this is something that we hear on every sort of talent competition that's out, how it's very, very important to choose the right song.
Yeah.
When you're dealing with people who are at such a young age and who haven't quite found their voice yet, what steps do you think people can take to sort of help find that voice and to help them pick the right song?
Well, I think it's all about taking advice from other people. There's wisdom in a multitude of counsels. And I think that if you sing, pick maybe 5 or songs and just sing each one for your group of friends or your parents or whatever it is, and then see what fits your voice best. And I think there will be a general consensus as to what the best one is. And then if there's not, then I think just go with your heart and what you feel.
Okay. There's another part in the on the page in one of the videos where you just sort of talk about being comfortable on stage, getting over stage fright. Obviously, you're a pro at this now, but when you were first starting out, did you have issues with stage fright, or were you always so confident being in front of a crowd?
I don't know. I started in musical theater here in New York City, and because it was a professional career in music, sort of from the start for me, it sort of forced me to kind of take it on as an adult, really at a very young age, and to look at it as a job, while still being something I was passionate about. I really knew the sort of severity of the thing I was doing, and so it was sort of just like I had to step up and do it, and there was no room for stage fright. But I mean, for people that have dealt with it, I feel like the best way to go about it is to just keep your focus and know that it's what you're passionate about, and it should help you get right through it.
Cool. You've been doing this for a long time. I think that you're probably 11 years into your career at this point, and only 18 years old, so that's pretty impressive. So you've had a lot of experience. You've seen a lot of people come up. Is there anybody who's up and coming now that you've maybe had your eye on the past year or so, where you're like, that person's going to be a big star? Like, who's caught your eye?
There's a couple different artists, people that I've seen that I look at and go, they're going to have a big year ahead of them, a big future. I've had the pleasure of working with some artists this year too on the writing and producing front that I've found to be incredibly talented, and one in particular was Grayson Chance. I think he's doing some great things, and we'd written a song, my writing partner and I, and his camp heard it, and he came in and had a few lyric tweaks that he wanted to do, and we worked with him on that, and then he sang the song, and it was amazing. And he's really got such an adult technique when it comes to his singing voice, while still having, I think, the really nice qualities of adolescence as a part of his overall kind of appeal as an artist. And it was an interesting experience. Really enjoyed working with him. I think he'll have a good year. JoJo, I worked with her back in December of last year, and I think she's coming up on a really great year. I see big things for her future because she is so talented, and she's come a long way and been through a lot in the last couple of years, and has a lot to talk about. And I think the world should get ready for that.
Mm-hmm. I think there was also a video posted recently of you in the studio with Mario. Is that correct?
Yeah, I did some work with Mario. We wrote like a really cool kind of R&B babyface sort of jam. And I'm really excited for people to hear. He's incredibly talented, and he played me some of his record, and it sounds great. It sounds like a classic R&B record, but with kind of new twists on it, and he's really doing his thing in that sense, and excited to see what the future holds for him as well.
Cool. So in addition to finding the next superstar and also working with some current up-and-coming people, you have a couple of other things that are going on, and know that you're going to be back on the theater stage pretty soon.
I will be. I had the opportunity to do Les Mis over in London over the summer last year, and then to be a part of the 25th anniversary of that show in October was incredible. But I'll be going back in August to be a part of Hairspray, the Hollywood Bowl, which should be a really amazing experience. When they asked me to be a part of it, I was thrilled. The first thing I could think though was, there being dancing, I need to get my dancing shoes ready, which is not something I usually do. But I've recently actually really enjoyed some dancing. I went out salsa dancing with some people, and I loved the experience. And so hopefully I can infuse some of that into my Link Larkin, but it should be fun.
And Link Larkin, I mean, I'm sure a lot of your fans know that's the character that Zac Efron played in the movie Hairspray. Yeah. So have you played in Hairspray before? Is this your first time actually being a part of that show?
This will be my first time being a part of that show. It's a great role. I just watched the movie again to kind of refresh my memory, and I'd seen the original movie many years ago and loved it. And then when the new one came out, I checked it out, but then I watched it again on a long flight, and it's a great movie. And it's such a great show, and the music is so incredible, and the message overall is great. And I think that's what really attracts me to it. And as I do more theater, I think it's all about finding projects that seem like the right fit. There are a couple projects in the works right now, kind of here in New York, that if the timing works out and if it feels like the right thing, I might find myself doing. And so I'm just sort of playing that by ear and hoping that whatever's right happens. And it could be a really exciting year in that sense.
At this point, what takes more focus for you, doing a 2-hour rock show or being a part of a theater crew and doing multiple theater shows?
I think they're too different to compare, really, and I feel like when it comes to touring, you develop this community with the touring family, and you spend every minute with those people, and it really does become a family. And then, in our case, it is a family, but it's a lot of fun, and I've enjoyed each tour that we've done. And I feel like after 6 years of solid touring now, I feel like we're all in a place where we're kind of taking on these individual endeavors and I'm really enjoying that experience. And I think theater, in that sense, is sort of a way for me to be in front of an audience every night and enjoy being in front of the fans, while still learning a lot along the way, and also developing a community with the people you're in the show with. But basically recreating something every night, and you know what you're supposed to say and when you're supposed to say it, where you're supposed to be, but it's different every night. And it really is all about adapting, and it really teaches you a lot about yourself.
And this is going to be at the Hollywood Bowl, is that
Hollywood
correct?
Bowl,
On
yeah.
August 5th to 7th.
Correct.
Okay.
It's only a quick little run, but I'm so blessed they asked me to be a part of it. The cast is amazing, and I'm sure we'll have a good time up there singing and dancing and telling this story.
Great. Look forward to it. If you haven't gotten your tickets yet, be sure to go online right now and get them if there's any left.
I don't have my tickets yet. I need my tickets first. I have some friends that want to come. I'm like, I don't even know if I have tickets for the show yet, but we'll figure it out.
Okay. And we're going to get to the Twitter questions, but one thing that everyone wants to know is what is your plan for new music, whether your own music or you're with your brothers, or have you thought about a new album, or have you thought about actually, or are you just working behind the scenes now?
Well, at the start to this year, I really met with the team and I said I want to make writing and producing my main focus this year. After about 5 years of touring and releasing records with my brothers, and I'm enjoying each moment of that, I felt like it was kind of time for me to take a step back and sort of do all this from behind the scenes, and really kind of work with other artists and enjoy that experience. And as far as plans go for me as a solo artist to release any music, I'm not really sure. I'm excited for my brother Joe and his record coming out. His single's just out, and it's amazing. I love it. The record as a whole, great. And I want that to have the proper window it deserves. And so I feel like that is a conscious thought in the back of my mind. But if I start to feel like I want to go back into artist land anytime soon, there's so much music in my heart, that I'm willing and excited to get it out there and hopefully make a great piece of art.
Mm-hmm.